A dangerous ride. New body cam video of a wild carjacking in Midtown as we get our first look at the man police are still looking for.
Extreme cold to start the holiday weekend and a big storm on Monday.
Want to know why Britton Smith earned a standing ovation at the Tony Awards? New York Live is with the multi-talented star as he explains his mission to change Broadway. This is News 4 Now for January 14th. I'm Kay Ingram, and this is wild video you saw here first. NYPD officers and their body cam footage showing them trying to stop a carjacking in Midtown. The suspect doing whatever he could to get away, putting the officers' lives in danger in the process.
85, 960 Broadway.
NYPD body cam video shows what happened on Broadway at the start of the evening rush Wednesday. Officers caught up to the stolen Audi near West 55th and wrestled with the suspect. They ordered the suspect at gunpoint to get out, but he still drove off with an officer inside the car. The stolen SUV then slammed into an oncoming car before taking off again and hitting another car 3 blocks away. The suspect then ran off. The NYPD says the amount of carjackings lately is startling.
They're taking cars with all weapons, gunpoint, knives, tasers.
The NYPD says there was a 355% spike in carjackings in the city last year. That's compared to 2018. It believes the surge is mostly tied to gangs. A man is in custody in connection with the murder of a teenage Burger King employee in East Harlem. They say this is the man police arrested after hunting him down all week. Police say he walked into the Burger King early Sunday morning and demanded money from 19-year-old cashier Crystal Nieves. They say Crystal gave him $100, but he shot her anyway.
Shots fired.
New video of a straight-up bizarre incident out of New Jersey. A man on a backhoe rampaging through a neighborhood until police officers shot and killed him. This is body cam footage from December 18th in Vineland. Police say they tried to stop 20-year-old Joshua Gonzalez for 30 minutes, unsuccessfully, before opening fire. Gonzalez died at the scene. 3 police officers suffered minor injuries. Now on the COVID front, some good news going into the weekend. It looks like numbers are dropping, and the White House is sending in backup to help out with overwhelmed hospitals here at home. Medical strike teams are being sent to hospitals in 6 states. That includes Coney Island Hospital in Brooklyn and University Hospital in Newark. And here's what we've been waiting for. Both states are now seeing a drop in hospitalizations for the first time in a month, but the numbers are still not where we want them. Here in New York, 195 deaths were reported Wednesday. That's the highest in a year. There were 117 new deaths in New Jersey.
After a couple of mild days, winter comes roaring back through the weekend. Wind chills well below zero early on Saturday morning. Could feel like 20 to 30 below in the Hudson Valley in northwest New Jersey. Stays cold all day. Winds settle down Saturday and Sunday, but obviously still cold. When you're looking at a low of 12, that's chilly. But Sunday night into Monday is a bigger story, I think, because we've got a big storm roaring up the coastline with the potential to cause coastal flooding, heavy rain, and heavy snow. Looks like the best chance of snow is going to be inland, so northwest New Jersey, up through the Hudson Valley. You could see over 6 inches of snow in spots like Sullivan and Ulster County. We'll also see some pretty strong wind gusts, 50 to 60 miles an hour. That plus a full moon on Monday is the reason we've got those coastal flooding concerns. Timing is Sunday night into Monday morning, so I would expect and plan for a very wet and very slow commute if you are working on the holiday on Monday.
Now, if you remember, he won all of our hearts with his moving speech at last fall's Tony Awards. Now, Britton Smith is aiming to change the face of live Broadway with the Broadway Advocacy Coalition. New York Live is here with his mission and how you can help.
Here's a name you're going to want to remember, Britton Smith. He rocked Broadway in Be More Chill, and he is at it again, this time working to change Broadway for the better.
And when this room decides to move beyond design and say, we want this room to look different, that's when we'll earn the phrase Black Lives Matter.
Actor, artist, activist. I know I'm missing a ton of fashionista.
Hey!
Can we say that too?
Do you see this blue?
Yeah.
You see this cobalt blue?
First of all, thank you for bringing me here to this fancy place.
Welcome to Noya House, darling.
Noya House. Noya House. Well, this is also where you got to celebrate your Tony win. So let's start with that. Congratulations. I think winning a Tony is something that most people dream of achieving. Most don't achieve it in their lifetime. You are a Tony winner, but to get that award for the work that you are doing with BAC, does it hit differently?
It does hit differently, but I feel like this award is about nailing a industry role, right? It's about like nailing us pushing forward what our role as real actors for change can be.
Even when, honestly, even when you're sitting in a Broadway show and you're watching something on stage, all of a sudden you can understand a world that might not be yours. So let me ask you this though, because you are a very busy human being. You care so much, but has that always been in you?
I have the same type of fire that I've always had, and it used to be quiet down, be quiet, just behave. I feel like I've bursted out of that, and people are like, yo, how did you get here? And I'm like, from misbehaving, from challenging, from knowing that there was another world. And now I feel like through my music, through my advocacy, through our conversations, through everything I do, I know I'm here to free myself and free others.
A Long Island family is traumatized after what they describe as a hateful incident happened on an LIRR train. They say they were coming back from a Knicks game when one group started shouting slurs at them. They even threw beer at them. News 4's Greg Sergel is here with the exclusive.
Look straight, because I'm going to get arrested tonight right now.
A Long Island Railroad rider captured this video Monday on a train, an incident that mom Liz Edelkin never saw coming.
Were you frightened?
Oh, I was frightened. Next day, like I said, my son couldn't go to school. We couldn't sleep that night.
Edelkin's 10-year-old, her husband, and 2 others were with her on the train that night. They were coming home from a New York Knicks game. The tickets were her son's Christmas gift. The group wanted to sit together on an eastbound train and asked some passengers to move to accommodate them. That's when Edelkin says a man and woman began to verbally attack her as, quote, a foreigner.
That I don't pay taxes, that I have no rights in this country. I've been in this country for decades.
The small business owner says it didn't end there.
Ain't taking over country.
The couple, she says, then tossed beer at her group.
It was just your accent, the sound of your voice that apparently set them off?
Maybe my skin color.
We don't know exactly what happened before the video was shot, but the social media post from a person claiming to be a witness confirms much of Edelkin's story. MTA police say they are investigating the incident, but so far no one has been charged with any crime.
Why did you judge me because I'm different? What went wrong? You need help.
Edelkin says her family has drawn great support from those who saw the video on social media. She's speaking out now, she says, to teach her son about standing up to racism.
We owe it to our children. We have to do better. We just must.
Our attempts to reach the man and woman in the video were unsuccessful, but a lawyer for their employer confirms the 2 were fired from their jobs because of this incident. Again, no one has yet been charged in this case. In Ronkonkoma, Greg Sergel, News 4 New York.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. We'll be sure to see you back here next week on News 4 Now. I'm Kay Ingram. Thanks for checking in.